This is the GDR we're going to be doing today. It's heavily contaminated, it's swelled, it's scratched. It's just seen bad washing techniques, one lifetime. Shame. Pretty legendary car, and the owner is sick and tired of looking at his car looking, well, to put it basic and simple, like crap, because it's so covered up in contaminants and scratches and swell marks and everything. So we're actually prepping it for a massive 5 combination stage 3 paint correction treatment, because I love black, and I love making black cars look absolutely marvellous. We're just in the process of actually removing all the contaminants off, and one thing that generally happens when you remove a lot of contaminants off the top surface is that once you wet it down, you get this false appearance of water filling all the swirl marks and the scratches, because the paint is dead flat, dead smooth, there's absolutely nothing left on it. That is actually a wet bonnet, believe it or not, guys, and it almost looks like it's been buffed, but it hasn't been buffed. That's how clean paint presents itself when everything's been removed off it, whereas unclean paint, you can see it does all this sort of stuff. Water pills unevenly, you can tell the paint's kind of grotty, and we're just going to show a quick demo of how much contaminants are on this car right now, because we've got a lot of work in removing contaminants off this car to get it ready for stage 3, because one thing you do not want to be doing is buffing contaminants into paint, because you're going to be wondering how you're coming up with scratches and stuff. It'll be because you're buffing contaminants into paint. But this is a typical example of what a heavily contaminated surface sounds like. It almost sounds like paper, sandpaper, and this is what we are doing right now to try and remove a lot of these contaminants off you, is to get rid of all this stuff before we actually start buffing this car, so that by the time we are done with the end result, we have nothing but flat black glass, which, well, just makes you want to pull up a chair and a tin and enjoy looking at it. But to get professional results, these are the basic procedures, or one of the basic procedures in prepping paint. You sure as hell cannot buff a car that sounds like this. Doesn't matter what buff you're using, whether you're an amateur, whether you're a pro, you cannot put a buff in paint to paint that sounds like this. You must remove all contaminants, and this is one of the key elements of our treatments that we actually do before we actually complete our paint correction treatments on our cars. And being expensive cars as well, you can't afford to take shortcuts with these cars. They are prestige-like. They're worth a lot of money for sure, and there's nothing better than a car like this looking its ultimate best. Have a good day, guys. Bye.